Right, let's meet seated. Again, if you want to elevate onto the block, when you're on the block, you then kind of drape yourself forward. So this allows your knees usually to get down to the floor. Draw the navel in, straighten your back. Oh, there's Gina's got her two doggies with her now. And pet your dogs. Mine doesn't know what to do with herself. Sit down, darling. Sit down. And just come into your breath. I know you might have been sleeping for 8 hours or so, but let's close our eyes. Listen to the sound of that rain. Boy, do we need the rain. Rest your palms, palms up for receiving or palms down for grounding. Whatever you need this morning, rest them on your legs. And let's start to go into our Ujjayi breath, maybe a 4-second inhale all the way into the belly. Hold. And exhale out of the mouth. And do that a few more times. Inhale all the way into the belly. Fill out the side lungs. Hold. And exhale out of the mouth. Let the shoulders relax. 2 more times. Last time. Let all the stress go. Let everything go that doesn't serve you. Beautiful. Drop your chin onto your chest. Stretching the back of the neck. I'm going to do some neck circles. And you can close your eyes if you get vertigo. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Oh, I got a crack. I love it when I get a little crack. And look up to the ceiling carefully like you're looking at an aeroplane or the clouds. Back over to the left shoulder and around. In your own time, 4 more times. Controlled, articulate rotations. 2 more times. Last one in this direction. And change directions. Two more times. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Last rotation here. And then drop that chin to the chest. And then we're just going to look up to the sky and come back again 4 times. And drop it 3 times. Keep the core engaged. Keep your body nice and stable. 2 more. And last time. And then look to the right. And look to the left. It's a really good stretch for the morning. If you're like me, I sleep like a rotisserie chicken. I roll around. My massage lady tells me, what's going on with your neck? I don't feel anything in my neck, but tells me I should because it's all weird. 1 more each direction. Beautiful. And then let's bring those shoulders up and around. Let your arms be free like angel wings. Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. We're going to make our way to child's pose after 2 more. Last time. Beautiful. And bring those knees up. Roll off of your block and meet me in child's pose. If you want to put your padding down for your knees, take your legs out nice and wide. Stretch your fingers forward. You can keep the block there if you'd like to elevate your hands a little bit and drop your head lower than your arms. So if you have that block, you can push the palms down onto the block. Your elbows are elevated. Your chest is lowering between the legs and your sitting bones are back on your heels. Two rounds of breath here, nice and long, 3 or 4 second inhales. Fill up the back of your lungs like big balloons all the way down to the hip flexors. Last round of breath. Beautiful. Gently round your back up to make your way to all fours. Take the block out of the way. Move your knees back in hip width and curl your toes under, and let's do a nice bent knee down dog. So lift your hips, keep your legs bent. See if you can spread your fingers. Your index finger is facing the front of the mat. Your sitting bones are facing the ceiling. And let's start to straighten just the right leg. And stay. Like you're trying to bump the right sitting bone up to the ceiling. The heel is reaching for the mat and your back is straight. And let's change sides. And change sides. If you would like to lift the bent leg off the floor, send it to your 3-legged, open the hip. Maybe bend the leg in half. Look under your armpit at your toes back there that are bent. And come back center and change sides. And again, open up the hip, bend your leg in half. See if you can look underneath your body at that foot. Equal distribution in the arms. And then come back again. And make your way into your plank. So just draw your shoulders. If you need to swivel back those feet a little bit, go for it. And you're going to bring your right knee to the outside of your right hand. And place it down. And then you may send that leg back nice and long and lower the knee, relax your toes, and we're here. Beautiful. If this stretch doesn't work for you, you know you can do your figure 4 stretch. So you can be on your back and cross your legs in your figure 4 stretch. We're staying up nice and high here with the chest, trying to get the seat to go down to the floor. And let's come out of that by tucking the back toes, lifting the knee to allow the hips to lift and come back to plank. And other side. Beautiful. So make sure that knee is on the outside of your hand. towards the outside of the mat. Push the floor away, draw that heart forward, and relax that seat. Beautiful. When you're ready, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, lift the hips, come on back. And we're going to drop the knees and just give me a little stretch to the front of your belly. So modified up dog with the knees down, the hips are up. Try to open through the collarbones, draw the shoulders down, curl your toes under, and let's lift back to down dog. I'm going to do that 3 more times. So down dog, plank, drop the knees and just stretch the front of the body. And lift and back to down dog. Back to plank. If you would like to do your full variation, let your feet be flat, keep the hips off the floor. Full up dog variation. And then back to down dog. I think we have 2 more. After this, 1 more. Get that nice stretch in the front of your abdominals. And last time. You can always do your up dog with your feet curled under too if you don't want to make them flat. Don't overstress your lower back here. And then everybody knees down and lower down all the way to the belly. Let's bring our fingers right underneath the shoulders, a little bit on the outside of the shoulders. And again, legs are down now, hip flexors are heavy, and just peel the chest off the floor. Shoulders again come out of the ears, your elbows are squeezing your ribs, and come down and rest your head to one side. Come up. And then you're going to come down and rest your head to the other side. And up. 2 more times. Take it down. Ooh, a little tricep work. Take it up. And other side. And back to child's pose. Knees wide, take both your hands this time and reach them to the right side. If you can drop the left shoulder down towards the mat and then stretch a little bit more to the right side. Give me a little more of an accordion stretching feeling through that waistline. And breathe. Beautiful. Slowly walk your hands back to the center. We're going over to the left side. Dropping the right shoulder. Left a little bit more. And walking back to the center, let's make our way to our all fours quadruped position. Knees are directly under the shoulders. And give me a nice cow expression. Draw the heart forward. Drop the belly to the floor. Sitting bones to the sky. Stay for a little bit here. Just feel the body. Feel your sits bones widening. And then let's go nice and slow. Drop the tailbone towards the back of the room, towards the heels, and exhale, round and stay.
we're doming up the middle back, breathing into the back of our shoulder blades, spreading them as wide as you possibly can. Try to push the floor away with your hands and your knees. And now let's find our breath and our wave, and let's go back and forth. In your own time, you've got a whole minute here just to enjoy this. Again, if you get a little back crack, it's completely normal. Saves you going to the chiropractor. If you would like, when you do your cat, you can take your seat and reach it back. The arms really grounded as you reach the sitting bones to the heels. Get a nice stretch in your arms and your lats. You got one more time of each. And come back to the center. We're going to do our thread the needle. You're going to reach your right arm all the way up to the sky. A little rotation. And then bring that right arm under your torso, palm up to the sky, come down onto right shoulder. Push into the hand, come back up. Reach the arm one more time up to the ceiling. And take it down. Beautiful. Other side. Arm up. Take it through. Palm is up. Stretch it all the way to the side and come down onto the shoulder. Make sure your shoulder, your ear, your head is supported with your hand in front of you. And you're trying to open your chest towards the side. We're going to go one more time each side and offer you to bind. Take the arm up for a stretch. Come on down. So we're going to do the other side, and then you can have that arm that's on the floor. It can bind behind you to your opposite hip if you like. Make your way out of that. Finish it with the arm going up to the sky, and let's do the other side when you're ready. Nice and slow. If the bind is not for you, you can reach that arm in front of your face a little bit. Make sure you're pushing your front palm on the floor down, and take your bind if you're up for it today. And if that's too much pressure, you can keep the hand on the floor, reach it out in front of you. And then let's take it up slowly, make our way down, and reach that arm up one last time. Beautiful. And back to child's pose. Just bring those sitting bones back. Stretch your fingers out in front of you and see if you can reach the right fingertips further to the front of the mat. Really lengthening that side body. And then change sides, walk the other fingertips to the front of the mat. And
then make your way all the way back up with the hands to the knees. Let's take ourselves onto our side. We're going to go into a nice top leg quad stretch. So just lay down. You can bend your bottom leg so you're not going to roll around. Check your top hip is directly on the bottom hip. Lift your leg at hip height and then just bend it and catch the foot. Just like your standing quad stretch, you want to push the hip forward, drive the knee all the way down to the bottom of the mat, and squeeze your seat. Trying to make sure that in the front here, there's no hip crease in the pant. Nice and straight, so you're getting that nice stretch. Lengthen out the leg, come up onto the elbow. And then you're just going to take your leg behind you as far as it will go, and then just bring it down to the floor. You're going to get a little IT band stretch there. So it's as far back as it can be, and your hip is still on top of the other one. You should be getting a stretch around the hip joint and down the back of that side of that leg. And push yourself all the way up to seated, and we'll change sides. Bring it around. So again, get your hips stacked, get your knee nice and long to the bottom of the mat there, and catch your ankle. Don't forget that when you squeeze the butt, this muscle has no choice but to relax. And Sharon, if you're not comfortable on the elbow, just come down and lay your head on the floor. Trying to make sure the knee is hip height. And that crease is completely gone there in the hip flexor. Also getting a nice stretch in the front of the collarbones by opening up in that front body. One more round of breath here. And then when you're ready, just lengthen that leg to the side and come up onto your elbow. And now without changing the hip, just bring that leg back and down. Beautiful. So it's resting behind, and you should be getting that nice little IT band. Working a little bit on the IT band because that is a really hard stretch. Best way to do it is in these classes, and we're going to use our little strap in a second to get into that a little bit more. Keep the core strong, keep pushing that hip forward and breathing. Beautiful. And let's just roll onto our backs. And take your strap. Keep your legs bent for a second and take your right leg up and bring it onto the ball of the foot.
Try to get your knee directly above your hip first. So you want to go right there and then stretch the leg up. Beautiful. So your arms are relaxed, hopefully on the band, depending on the length of your band. Your hip flexors are down. Your back is nice and imprinted from tailbone to the back of your head. See if we can micro bend the knee and then stretch back up again for 8. Micro bend, stretch for 7. Two more times. And last time. Beautiful. Lengthen out your bottom leg. Take the strap into the right hand. Keep your hand on your left hip flexor and open your leg out to the side like a little book. Just make sure that pelvis is still grounded to the floor. This is the stretch where if you did it for 3 minutes, your leg might go all the way down to the floor. It may not. Nice inner thigh stretch. And with control, bring the leg back up above your hip. And now we're going to go into that IT band stretch. So you're going to bring your opposite hand now, your left hand, and bring the knee, the hip and the ankle on top of each other. So a very small reach over. And then maybe take your hand back into your right hip crease. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And again, you should be feeling the outside thigh. So the IT band not only goes down the outside of the leg, but it wraps around the knee. So if you ever have hip, knee, outside thigh issues, that might be why. And gently make your way back to the center with that leg. And bend it and take the strap off and let's change sides. Bend both your knees, take the left leg up. Again, try to get your knee straight above the hip flexor and then straighten it. Head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. And let's do our micro bend at the knee and press for 8. Two more. Last time. That leg nice and straight. Take the strap into the same side as the leg. Lengthen the other leg. Keep your hip flexors down and open your leg all the way out to the side. That's where the longer strap comes handy, because if you've got a loop band and it's tight, you don't want to fight with your arm too much here. And be curious, is one leg a little bit lower than the other? That always tells you things, and it tells you you need to work on that a little bit more. If it's shaking, try to relax that leg. Elbow is on the floor holding that strap. Make sure your right hip flexor is down along with the left one. And then nice and meaningful, bring that leg back up to the sky. Change hands. Take that hand onto the left hip flexor and just give me about a 4-inch crossover. Basically, your heel is above your right hip flexor. You might be feeling sensations all the way up the side of the leg, even to the toes. And gently make your way back to the center. Bend your knee, remove the strap. Hug both your knees. Really tight squeeze here. Let's lift our head, neck, and shoulders up towards the knees. And we'll just do a little core stretch. Keep the head, neck, and shoulders up. Reach the arms forward towards the front of the mat, or you can hold your head with your hands and just stretch the legs out. And you're going to stay right there and breathe. Strong core. Wrap in those muscles. Push down to the floor. If you need to come up a little higher with the legs, or if you need to hold your head, you've got 15 seconds. Make sure there's no space under that lower back. You have 4, 3, 2, and hug it in. Rock on your back. And we are done, my friends. That was 30 minutes of loveliness. Take your legs out nice and long for your Shavasana, if you have time for it. Let your legs be loosey-goosey, arms out to the side, palms up. And stay. Unless you have to go and you're joining me for bar class at 9:30. If you're in your corpse pose, try to bring your shoulders down away from your ears and spread them apart in the back. Check in with your fingers and your toes. See if you feel some energy that you created there. Let your breathing be completely natural. Let your body be supported heavy by the floor, by gravity. And you're just sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into the floor. No need to move at home. I invite you to stay another few minutes in this lovely pose. Listen to the rain, and I will see you back on the mat when you're ready. I'm going to leave the music on, or I will see you in class in a little while. Namaste.